They were once tipped to dominate the sport, celebrated as prodigies with everything to gain. Yet for reasons unknown, their careers never took off as predicted. Here are some of the most promising wonder kids who fell short of their promise. Kicking off our countdown is Ibrahim Afellay. In 2011, Afellay was a proper talent. He'd risen through the ranks at PSV. Barcelona cupped him and added him to the team. He was even balling against the likes of Real Madrid in the Champions League. But you see, the problem with Afellay was that he wasn't quite suited to the style at Barca. He was talented, yes, but at Barca they wanted wingers who understood the basics of wanted football and running into space. Afellay, he was more direct and wanted to take on his opponents all the time. This led to him getting dropped from the team and from the highs of Barcelona in 2011. He was rocking up for Stoke City in 2015. He returned to PSV in 2019 and 2 years later in 2021, announced his retirement from the game. Ouch. At least Vela had a decent enough career at Barca. In the late 2009, bosses built a dynasty that had two relatives, tearing teams down the wings, Messi and Boyan Cricket. And yet they were distant cousins. Messi exploded into the spotlight first, but in the months that followed, it looked like Boyan was going to follow him. In the same way, Messi made initial steps by breaking into the first team with crackling performances. Boyan was doing the same thing too. In fact, he was already playing for Barca in some of the big games at the club. However, it all changed when he started getting injured and couldn't maintain a rhythm. By the time he was back and fully fit, Boyan had lost his place in the team. What followed next was a loan move to AC Milan. He even had a stint in the Premier League with Stoke City and in Syria, again with AS Roma. Boyan announced his retirement from the game last year. After playing back in his native Croatia with its split, he didn't want to play anymore. Boyan is just one on the list of the talents that didn't make it to the top after the early hype. When Royston Drenthe rocked up to the Bernabout, it was filled with regret. Another PSV talent that had gotten scouted by a top Spanish team. In this case, getting him initially proved difficult. PSV didn't want to sell him, but he wanted to move to Madrid, and so to force his way through Drenthe, they threatened to take the club to court if they blocked a move for him. He got his way in the end. But looking back at it now, I bet both he and Madrid wish this one had never happened. Between 2007 and 2012, he only made 46 appearances for Madrid, and after the club let him go in 2012, his career went downhill. He played for teams like Reading, Sparta Rotterdam, and even Benny. Wonder who these guys are. 20 announced his retirement last November, and if I'm being honest, no one remembered him that much. Same way it seems everyone has forgotten.